Hi, everybody. Um, it's Mike. You might not recognize me. I haven't had a haircut in 9, 10 months. Pandemic. Anyway, I would like to starting out with scripture, just some personal things. Um, I'm tired of the pandemic, and I miss everybody. I miss you all. I want to shake hands, and I want to hug you guys. I want to eat Lenten suppers with the United Congregation. I want to be in church. I want to hear the choir sing in the church. I want to have a cup of coffee with Carl, and I want to eat breakfast with the men on Saturdays. And uh, and then second, I want to share a memory of Tom. I'll do it here instead of writing it on the wall. Um, he came by the office one day, and I'm not sure if it was after a doctor's appointment or a treatment. He said he just wanted somebody to see uh, that he was okay, and then he wanted a hug. It's the only time he ever asked me for a hug. I will never ever forget that. I just wish I could remember uh, when exactly it was. But anyway, I have more. I would love drinking coffee with him and Carl and Jim in the mornings. That will always be a special time to me. Uh, anyway, um, so now on to the scriptures. I couldn't pick one verse, uh, and I'm probably not going to do that right in my reflection. Um, but mine is from John chapter 2, verses 14 through about 18 or 19. I'll read a few of them here. In the temple, he found people selling cattle, sheep, and doves, and money changers seated at their tables. Making a whip of cords, he drove them all out of the temple, both the sheep and the cattle. He also poured out the coins of the money changers and overturned their tables. He told those who were selling the dove, "Take these things out of here. Stop making my Father's house a marketplace." His disciples remembered that it was written, "Zeal for your house will consume me." The Jews then said to him, "What sign can you show us for doing this?" Jesus answered them, "Destroy this temple, and in 3 days I will raise it up." It really stood out to me because when you see paintings of Jesus, you see him petting a sheep or bending down to talk to little children, or in some paintings, looking kingly. Here you see Jesus who's angry, upset, and he goes after these people. Uh, and to me, it plays out like an old Clint Eastwood movie, Western movie, or a big budget action movie. I know I should probably dig a little bit deeper, and maybe we'll get there. But for now, just play along with me. Um, you see Jesus walking into the temple. Um, Remember, he's Clint Eastwood now, walking into this temple, and the good, the bad, and the ugly theme song in the background. And he doesn't like what he sees. He looks to the left, he's cattle, and to the right, sheep, dove flying around everywhere, and they're all doing what animals do in the temple. Um, he sees these little beady-eyed guys hunched over a table counting money, uh, obviously cheating people out of it left and right. And he's all the time he's squinting and grimacing, holding his little stogie Clint Eastwood style, remember? Um, and he shoos the sheep, he shoos the cattle, doves are flying away, and then he sees the cord and he fashions a whip. Boom! Now we're big budget action Indiana Jones. He fashions a whip and he's smacking them out of there. He turns over tables, money flying everywhere, doves, cows, sheep all running. They've defiled the temple. It, it's not a marketplace, it's a temple. Starbucks in the fellowship hall? Get off my lawn. Gran Torino, another Clint Eastwood character. And then later, the Jews then ask him, what sign can you show us for doing this? Because they're big sign people, always have been. And he answers them. And remember, he's Clint Eastwood saying this now. So it's, destroy this temple, and in 3 days I'll raise it up. And I think he probably was a little bit grouchy, raising his voice. There were exclamation points when I read it. But could you imagine this? They ask him that. And when does he get tired of answering these questions? I mean, what part of who I am do you people not get? Listen to the words that are coming out of my mouth. So, I mean, what I take away, what sticks with me, is Jesus brought it back around to his temple, his body, is that we, everybody needs to make their temple, their body, a worthy dwelling place for God. You keep the bad out, not just in the obvious, but every way that you can. Keep the things out that don't need to be there, so that Jesus can find it a worthy temple. It doesn't get any more important or big than that. So that's it. Miss you guys.